Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Aaron. I'm the Brick Scavenger. Lately, we have done tons and tons of Lego minifigure mail call hauls, which has been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. But I've been missing the Legona 500. So we're going to bring that back. We're going to do the second racetrack, but we're going to do things a little bit differently this time. I'm thinking we're going to try to do short 8-minute videos. We'll do some behind the scenes stuff on how we're building the racetrack, the themes, things like that. We'll do some races in short videos, in more frequent videos. Should be a lot of fun. So tune in. I think you guys will enjoy it. The next theme, I'm thinking we go Dreamzzz for our next theme. I've bought a bunch of the Dreamzzz sets. We're gonna build those on camera. We're gonna review some of the sets. We've got a bunch of figs. There'll be some mail time. Should be a lot of fun. So if you're looking for some more marble racing, you're in the right place. Welcome to track 2 of the Legona 500. All right, so I went a little bit bonkers, spent way too much money, got some international orders in. These all have some minifigs and things in them. We'll open those up in just a bit. But take a look at this haul right here. Very excited about building some Dreamzzz sets. Quick look at what we've got. We've got Mr. Oz's Space Bus. We've got the Dream Village ×2. I'm imagining some marbles rolling down through a village, so we're gonna need a bunch of buildings for that. We've got Mrs. Castillo's Turtle Van. We've got the Pegasus Flying Horse. We've got the Stable of Dream Creatures ×2. Again, I'm hoping to have a big village for these marbles to kind of roll through the middle of, maybe downtownish. So we're gonna need a bunch of buildings for that. We're gonna get into these boxes in a minute. I'll open those up off camera and show you what we've got to add to the Dreamzzz Legona 500 marble racetrack. All right, so I got these boxes kind of opened up. This box has some tile in it, which is super helpful for smooth track for the marble to run through. This is, I think, the medium nougat color, so a bunch of tile there. I've also got a bunch of burps in here. I have this vision of marbles kind of tumbling down. I don't know if it's a waterfall or a big mountain or something, but I got some burps in there for that. So that's that box. We have got a little set in one of the smaller boxes. It's the roller skating rabbit. So that's super fun. A little set, but something else that'll be decorative for the marble track. We also have the Treehouse 71461 in here. That's a pretty big set. That'll be fun. I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna do with that yet. And then look at this box. This box is a little nuts. I went a little crazy on the poly bags. These little, spider creatures. So I got a bunch of these poly bags. You can have like spiders crawling all over the course here. That's fun. I've got a bunch of these little evil little, minion monsters. Look at all these. There's tons of them in here. So I'm envisioning, at some point, one of the turns, one of the straightaways or something will be like the bad guy layer. And we got to have a bunch of little villains in there. So now we're going to have, look at this guy. So we're going to have a bunch of villains in here as well. This was a major financial investment to get all this stuff. But now we get to have some fun, build these sets, review these sets, and incorporate them into our next Legona 500 racetrack. So it should be a lot of fun. Which one of these should we build first? I'm kind of digging on this treehouse, but I think that's kind of a big one. Whatever, let's do this one first. All right, so we're gonna build this one on this video and then end this video so that hopefully we can put out a lot of fun little videos updating you on the progress as we go. All right, this is set 71461, the fantastical treehouse from Dreamzzz. We've got bag 1. We've got this really big manual. It's about 1,200 parts, has 7 minifigures in it. Let's get after it. All right, kind of a fun start. Page 1 here, we're building Mrs. Castillo and her arms aren't even attached. You don't see very many minifigures like that. Reminds me a little bit of the Haggard minifigure. But anyway, her backpack's attached. It's all one piece. So we're off to a fun little start building Mrs. Castillo here. All right, just building the base of this tree real quick. This is bag 1. I hadn't seen this technique to make some rounded parts of the trunk of the tree. But this is these little, I don't know, I call them arch pieces, these little slopey, curvy pieces. And then they use some stud on the side pieces there. And then you put them side by side and you kind of get to create, you know, a curved trunk of the tree. I hadn't thought of doing it that way, but that's kind of a clever way to create some curvy parts to a tree rather than having them be so blocky as you see often in trees in Lego sets. Well, look at this. It is a snot brick, but it's round. Maybe this is common now. It's been a while since I built some of the new sets. Why is that so useful? Because if I can do this with one hand, it allows you to put something in and then be able to kind of rotate it at whatever angle you want. That is huge in terms of flexibility for building specifically plants. Wow, all sorts of new angles being introduced by that piece. That thing's awesome. All right, so quick thoughts on this treehouse. Before I give you my opinion, I just do want to note that I don't think I'm the target audience here. As an adult Lego fan, this was not made for me. This was targeting kids. But that being said, I found myself really bored making this treehouse. There weren't a lot of interesting building techniques. A lot of sticker usage that was just kind of like boring. I don't know, like there were like street signs. There were stickers used to make blankets. Just kind of boring overall, I thought. These treehouse rooms are basically just rectangular boxes that are clipped to the tree. Overall, I just wasn't inspired at all by this build. My favorite part about Lego is building some random little piece and thinking there's no possible way this is gonna fit into the main build, and then miraculously it fits perfectly, and I'm just wowed by stuff like that. There was none of that in this build. So would I recommend this to an adult? No, definitely not. Would I recommend this to a kid? I don't know. I mean, there's been a lot of tree houses out there, and you know, this one doesn't stand out to me. What I will say is I do really like these blue leaf pieces that are in the trans dark blue. I think those are fun. And overall, this does kind of fit the Dreamzzz mold of random chaotic colors and adventure. So I think this is going to fit nicely into the Legona 500 racetrack. So I'm excited to put this in for sure as a decorative piece. But just as a standalone model, I don't think there's anything that stands out to me as something I would say this is a must get for, especially for adult Lego fans. All right, now what I will say is, for as lacking as the treehouse was for me, the minifigures were super fun. I don't know if this counts as a minifigure, but this little creature with like the jail cell in his belly where minifigures will fit and be in prison, this guy's super fun. He is creative. A simple build with fun pieces and things, but overall, just a scary monster that absolutely belongs in a sort of nightmarish dream world. So I did appreciate this one for sure. And perhaps most importantly for a ton of Lego fans, I was really impressed with the minifigures. Overall, I thought they were a lot of fun. This black villain is really cool. I think this is Izzy coming around with the trans kind of purplish pinkish hair. She is super fun. I like the little green blob. The mushroom guy has great pieces. That purple piece will be useful for all sorts of adventure type mocks. Just overall, I thought the figs were fantastic. Mrs. Castillo here coming around with this big cane staff thing is super fun. She's got a great dress piece. That backpack is actually attached to the torso. It's all one piece. So again, what the treehouse was lacking, the minifigures are super fun, not only as Lego released them, but they've got a lot of really fun parts that will be useful for various other mocks for whatever Lego creations you might be making at home. All right, so final 2 cents on the treehouse. Would I get it as a standalone model? No. We all know we're gonna spend money on Lego, right? I think there's probably other places you can spend your money and get some fun Lego sets that you'll like more than the treehouse. But for me, for Legona 500, I'm gonna need a lot of really kind of adventurous, imaginative, colorful pieces as background decorations. And so for that reason, I think the treehouse is gonna be a lot of fun. And then we're going to find some really good ways to use those minifigures to add to the fun of Lego marble racing. Thanks for being here, guys. We'll see you next time.